I was in an elevator, I was in an hotel, and the Minister for Transportation in Nigeria were taking the same elevator. You know, he was already in the elevator by the time I, entered. And I just greeted him, he greeted me. And you could see him almost thinking I was going to, of course, the normal, African, pattern, where you are going to start disturbing the man with, Oga, thank God I meet you, help me here. And he was shocked that till he got to where he was going, he didn't hear any word from me. In fact, while he was leaving the elevator, he had to greet me again. And it was quite polite. Now, is it that I didn't want to ask him for something? No. While I was, between the few seconds I was in that elevator, there's something called elevator speech. I kept asking myself, I know what I need from any minister for transportation. Trust me, I have something I need. Okay? That is a sure fact. But I kept thinking, what could this man need? And I could not come up with any, and I decided not to ask him for anything. And these are the attitude. These are habits of billionaires. These are habits. And billionaires do the same. If a billionaire meets another billionaire, he's not asking for, help me, do this for me. He's always thinking, how can I solve this man's problem? He may know what he needs from the guy. But the first thing he's thinking is, because it's a nature, right? So the first thing he's thinking is, yeah, I need this from this guy. But what can I also add to the guy's life, right? That will make it make sense. So that our relationship then makes sense. And this is one of the powerful things. That's why when you see billionaires, I don't know if you notice, billionaires are always friends with people they do deals with. Like when you ask an average billionaire and he shows you 5 of his closest friends, they have 5 deals together. If you agree with me, type I agree. And I'm not kidding you. Like an average billionaire that you say, okay, and he comes out and say, this is my friend, right? You go check it out. Ask him and that guy, that they are friends. They have business deals. There's something they are both doing together. All my closest friends today, there is business transaction that link both of us. In fact, the business transaction is why we got closer and stronger and better. It's just how it works. Look at in Africa, for some of you who are from Nigeria, if you are from Nigeria, type Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Come on, guys, talk to me. Otedola and Dangote literally used to always be in the newspaper to have misunderstanding years ago. I'm not sure if you used to remember then. Today now, they call themselves best of friends. Go and do your research. There's business transaction between the two of them. I can tell you authoritatively, there's no story out there. Otedola recently sold his stocks in 40 oil, right? And cashed out billions, I think $1 billion. I don't know it for a fact. I've never read it anywhere. But I will not be surprised if Otedola put a good chunk of that $1 billion in Dangote refinery. I will not be surprised. That is how billionaires relate. It's business. And you go check poor people, right? Many times you see a poor man and they say, meet my best friend. They have no business dealings. There's no money, real business exchanging. The only thing that may exchange and they borrow money from each other. Again, if you agree with me, type I agree. Poor people, closest friends, no business transaction. If you agree, in fact, one of the ways you know why poor people remain poor, many of those poor people have business dealings with. They are not best friends with them. You go check it. They are not best friends with them. Many of those who are responsible for helping most poor people to at least sustain themselves, they are not best friends with them. You go check it. Some of you who are in diaspora, who send money home to your relatives, go check it. Many of those relatives, because of low self-esteem, they are not your best friend. They only call you when they need money from you. If you agree, type I agree. Go check it. They only remember that you exist when they need money. The people you send money to every month, right? They are not your best friend. In many cases, I'm not saying in all cases, but in many cases, they are not your best friend. When they need money, when they call you, you will just be waiting till they now start asking the question about the money part. They may perambulate, right? They perambulate. But at the end of the day, you know where the conversation ends. My brother, thank God for your life. This thing happened. Can you help me? They are not really like friends who genuinely care about you, who genuinely will call you and have conversations and watch your back and all of that. No, it's just they only care about what you are doing for them, the interest of their own interests that you're able to fulfill.